All right, here we go. Let's bring this car out. Man. Look at how dusty everything is. Damn. Alright, so first off, I'm just gonna go ahead and spray the whole car down. Alright. Grit. Alright, so pretty much you're gonna wet the sandpaper. And you want to go in a crisscross. So if you sand this way, you want to make sure you sand the opposite way to make like an X pattern. So make sure you're sanding evenly. I will be grabbing a soft block. I'm just using my hand right now for example. Okay guys, so when you're done wet sanding and it starts to dry, I don't know if you can see, but there's some sanding residue, and it won't be glossy anymore. So that's how you know you did a good job. So when you're sanding it, make sure you get all the surfaces, like I said earlier, because you want the paint to stick, or else once it starts chipping, the whole thing will start coming apart. So you see how this is like not glossy anymore. When it's wet, it looks glossy, obviously, but when it's dry, it'll look like matte or satin. So you want it to look like that, and then when you go ahead and spray it, it'll have a good surface to bite onto. All right, so now we're just gonna pretty much dry off this car and then start taping it off. So we're gonna let this car dry now. Okay, I'm gonna pull the car in now. Now that the car is all dry, we're gonna go ahead and start masking off. Now I'm gonna be using a combination of this painter's tape here, as well as this pre-taped plastic here. I actually got this from Home Depot. It was on clearance for less than 10 bucks, I guess. So I guess I got lucky. Makes it a lot easier when it's pre-taped. I just pull out the amount that I need, lay it on, and then tape off the end of the plastic. So we're pretty much gonna tape off all the windows. So the front windshield, this section here, this mini quarter panel window, the rear window including the rear wing, the rear spoiler, or the rear roof wing, that's all going to be taped off as well. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So I guess I'll start off with the top windshield. So if you guys are wondering how to remove the exterior door handle, all you have to do is take off the 2 grommets here. There will be 2 10mm bolts, just like this. Just like this. But then you should be able to just pull the top out, then lift it up. Kind of have to jiggle it a little. Alright guys, so before we go ahead and spray, we're gonna need to wipe it down with some wax and grease remover. I got this one here from O'Reilly's. It's just a wax and grease remover by Duplicolor. It's like $9 for this 32-ounce bottle. You're pretty much gonna put a little bit on a napkin or a rag, wipe it down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down with a top cloth to get rid of any dust. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright guys, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but I actually wet down the floor of the garage. That's because I don't want any dust like flying up while I'm spraying and getting into the paint, because then I'll have to wet sand and buff extra. So I actually wet down the floor of the garage to, you know, capture any kind of dust so it doesn't fly up in the air like I said. So right now we're gonna go ahead and wipe it down with the tap cloth, or I'm just gonna use a microfiber cloth. Hopefully that does the trick. You're painting in a garage, so you're definitely gonna get some dust, but I just wanna try and minimize as much as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and wipe it down with the microfiber, hopefully pick up any dust that's on the body itself right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and lay down the black base coat.